This is a criminal read about the missing mother of one. Mamta Bart is her name, Mamta. She's mother of a 1-year-old. She's been missing, as sometimes happens in these cases. Her husband didn't report her missing for a few days. It was her friends and family who were concerned about her, and she was missing. And so we're just going to read on this. I think last night the husband got arrested for tampering with a corpse, but the police haven't yet stated whether or not she has been found, or what scene they found. They did say that they had found microscopic substances or flecks of something that could be blood. And so Mamta, mother of 1-year-old little girl. Let's read Mamta. What is happening in this situation? Okay, so here you've got a guy with a bow and arrow and all these birds above, and there's I'm getting that this is Mamta, the animal, the faithful companion. This is her husband. She thought he was going to be provider. She thought he was going to be her hero. See all the birds flying free there. She thought that being married to him would be her ticket to freedom. She comes from a different country. So, of course, this case has happened in the US, but she just thought that being with him would be her gateway to a much better life. What else do the cards want to tell us? Yeah, this is my freedom after somebody has passed card. Just allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, not stating fact. But I often get this card when somebody has already passed away, and the lady on the card there is pregnant. I wonder if she was pregnant. I wonder if that's what brought things to a head. But often with this card, see the dolphins playing in the waves, I get this is free from a difficult life. So according to the energy of that card, it may well be that she has passed away. What else do you want to tell us, cards? With criminal readings, I don't like to guide the cards too much. I just like them to tell me. This one coming in upside down, all tied up. See, there's a web around her, and with this card, I get the impression that, somebody's being pulled, kicking and screaming almost, like she was attacked. She put up a fight. She didn't want to leave. She wanted to stay on Earth. She wanted to protect her daughter. So I'm getting very heavy energy from this cards. This is very much for me confirming that she has passed away. What else do you want to tell us, cards? Yeah, this is my shield or protection card. She really needed to have some protection from the evil in her life, whether that was her husband or somebody else. I did hear that there was another person that she had just started speaking to and forming a friendship with. That I don't think it was a romantic relationship yet, but there was somebody she was turning to, who was giving her bright light, giving her some encouragement for the future, and that person is now feeling very devastated that they couldn't protect her. See this shield? They wanted to shield her, and I am getting very much that this is the husband's energy. So let's ask the cards. Let's ask them directly. Because from this, I'm unfortunately getting that she is deceased. So let's ask the cards. If she is deceased, did her husband kill her? Did her husband murder her? The chameleon card. This is, he shows one side of himself to the public, but behind closed doors, he's quite a different creature. But his true colors had started to show. And if you see any of the interviews with him, he's very evasive. And in the one interview, he talks about him and his daughter have suffered the most in this situation. I mean, his wife is missing, supposedly. Why would he say that he and his daughter have suffered the most? And his daughter's only 1, so maybe after the wife was no longer there, he now suddenly realized what hard work it was to look after the child. And here are the stars in the sky. Those are the souls that have passed. But he's not looking back. He's not looking to see where she is. He's just looking forward. And there's this, I've never seen this before on this card, this spear. See the spear? I'm getting from that he's a dangerous man, and he does not, initially she didn't see his true colors. She thought he was kind. She thought he was nice. What else about is her husband the murderer? Who, very strong, dominating energy. You see the lightning. Maybe he had a very lightning temper. The bull's horns, very stubborn. This is a very much the image of you do things my way or the highway. He may even have been threatening that if you don't do what I want, your life in this country is going to be at an end. Threatening maybe to leave her, and that she would have to go back to her home country. But also, I'm getting from this card, see how this animal is standing between us and the city of your dreams at the back there. I'm getting the impression that he stood between her and her friends, her family, her support structure. So this is a very wild, tumultuous energy, and I'm getting the impression from that card that her married life was not at all happy. So one more card on whether or not the husband is the murderer. And this is a very interesting card. This is the different hands. So it's almost like a trickster kind of energy. He's wanting you to look at this hand, look at this hand, look at this hand. He's trying to redirect or misdirect people. But there in the background we can see the lady. And I think this is indicating to me that in the marriage she took a back seat, but now with that energy around her and the lightning, that yes, I'm getting that very much that she's deceased, and very much that he was selfish. He was in the foreground. He didn't care what she wanted. He was manipulative. And for just reading the energy of the cards, not stating anything as truth or fact, I'm getting here that he dominated her, and he did away with her. He just wanted his life to be about celebration and happiness and things that made him feel fulfilled, and he wasn't concerned about her. And when she became too much of a bother, that he did away with her. And now we're going to find out from the cards, will there be justice in this case? Have you heard of this case? What do you think about it? It's very sad, with a 1-year-old girl, and obviously with a young mother that's most likely not with us any longer. What are your thoughts? Do you think the husband did it? Please leave me comments in the comments, because it really does help out to have a dialogue. Please like this video if you do, and subscribe if you haven't. And let's see what the cards are going to tell us. How are things going to go through the court system? Is he going to be found guilty? Exceed expectations. So yes, her friends and family are going to find justice. The court process is going to exceed expectations. The police are going to be very diligent in the way that they gather the evidence, and they're going to grow the case. See this little green thing and then another little green thing. They're going to grow the case very, very carefully. They're going to secure the evidence. They're going to be really professional about it, unlike some cases that we've recently heard about. And the police are going to work together with the various departments, hand in hand, and they're going to be growing the case. And so every aspect of what's going to happen next is going to exceed the public's expectations, going to exceed the family's expectations. The police are really they've really taken this case to heart, and they're doing it for Mamta, they're doing it for her daughter, they're doing it for the community, but they've taken this case very personally, and they're going to make sure that they dot their I's and cross their T's, because they don't want a murderer to be set free. Starting fresh. This I'm getting is more to do with Mamta's daughter, who's only 1 year old, just recently turned one, I think, last week. That little hummingbird up there, I'm getting that's the mother, the spirit of the mother, who will always be in spirit, guiding her daughter, helping her daughter grow, um, and it's going to be difficult balancing act for the child because obviously she's lost her mother so young, but she's going to get a fresh start in a new home and where she's going to be loved and nurtured, and the people in the new home are going to let her know how marvelous her mother was. And I wonder if something didn't happen where the mother was actually protecting the daughter, and that was the what resulted was the tragic passing away. And so for the daughter, she's going to go through dark, difficult times, but she'll always come back to she was born of a woman who was incredible and amazing and who loved her more than anything in the world. And I'm getting that she's going to get a fresh start. So that's beautiful. What else? What else about the future? Remember to like if you do and subscribe if you haven't. We'll pull two more. We'll pull one more card for the future, and then we'll get the underlying energy, and then I will call it quits for today. Taking action. Yep. So again, this is the community that reported Mamta missing. You see, jumping over the river. This could also be the police officers taking action, investigating carefully, quietly behind the scenes, even when it looked like nothing was happening. They were taking action. They were really stepping out as much as they could. And this is also potentially the daughter later in life, when she learns about how incredible her mother is, and sadly how terrible a deed her father committed. She's going to need a lot of healing, but she will overcome. She will overcome the pain, and she will enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. Very sad situation, all in all. And our underlying energy, healing the past. Oh, isn't that a beautiful card? And I'm getting that this is very much for the daughter involved. It says, I step into my future with strength and clarity. So the fact that the police have done such a good job with investigating this case and collecting the evidence and gathering the evidence and putting the father on trial, as difficult as that is, it's going to help the daughter heal and move on. And see, these trees over here, they're very big and they've got quite good roots. And so, and this is the little girl with the tiny roots. I'm getting that she's going to have people around her, maybe other family members, maybe it's a foster family, maybe it's an adopted family, whatever it is. She's going to, and these other trees here that are bending over almost in a protective way. She's going to have people around her that protect her, nurture her, and help her grow. And see the little roots, they're developing. So this is very positive. She will eventually heal from the past, and she will always be inspired by her mother's journey. Obviously, the tale of what's happened is always going to affect every part of her life, but it's going to make her stronger. And one day she will grow into these strong trees over here, and she will be the strength that will nurture future generations. So I can see that there's a cycle that's going to be happening here, and I'm always wondering if somebody in law enforcement are going to be keeping an eye on this little girl, keeping a watchful presence in her life, just always checking in on her, making sure she's safe. And then when she's grown, she's going to start the cycle of beauty and love and protection for the next generation to come. Sending you love and blessings.